everybody, and welcome to the Let's Address It podcast. I am your host, B. Nicole.
And I am your co-host, Lala. Welcome.
Welcome. How you feeling today?
I am feeling amazing, actually. I had a great night of sleep, and I'm just, I'm ready. Let's do it.
So what do you think about, let's say, Usher in that Super Bowl performance?
So this week's topic was crazy all over social media and everything else because, how could you not love Usher?
For real.
He killed it.
I've loved Usher since I was 7 years old.
I know. It was like the first CD I ever bought.
Yeah.
Actually.
What? That was the first CD I've ever gotten.
I got My Way. That was my first CD that I ever purchased with my own money. And I'm not going to say how my old. Own money. Daddy's money?
Yep. That got it for my birthday.
Gotcha. Yeah, but I played the shit out of that CD.
What?
Like, it was skipping and everything. So I'm not going to say too much because, it's going to put me in another age bracket. But let's just say, yeah, it was done.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah, he performed well. He did well. I don't normally watch football games, and seeing that the Patriots not really
in it.
So therefore, I honestly watch it because my dad really loves the sport. So I watch it with him. But besides that, I don't really care so much for football in general or any sports for that matter. But I thought it was really good. He did a really good job.
I mean, I thought it was kind of disrespectful that, the football players played at Usher's concert.
Oh.
But I'm playing. But no, I really only watched Usher.
So what you're really telling me is that after the whole situation, you went out and bought us tickets to go see him in August?
I am going to go see Usher.
Whoa. You see how she be? She's so shady. So it's not a team anymore. It's just
I was sitting there waiting for the tickets to drop at 10 a.m.
Say less.
I was like,
it's so crazy because you can't even get up any other time. Now you want to get up at 10 a.m.
I'm always up at 10 a.m. I got to be to work too early.
You have a job?
Whatever.
No, it was I think in general, like, it was a really good weekend. And I think that he did really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you feel about Alicia Keys? Like, how was it?
I think she's so beautiful. She's so dope. I loved her dress. Like, that dress was like
everything.
Yep. Like, whose dress covers the whole stadium?
Yeah.
Like, that dress was like, and it was red.
I know. Something about a red.
There's something about a red dress that just.
Yeah. And not only that, too, I felt like, I just love the fact that she's embracing her natural skin. Like, she does not care about putting on all these extra makeup. I still felt like she had a small tinted moisturizer, but that's just me. But
not the moisturizer. Oh, she did have some moisturizer on. It's
hot
in Vegas.
A little oomph, but I thought she looked beautiful. She looked amazing, and I think she also sounded amazing because I got scared for a second when she first started.
I know when she first said, I was like, "Ooh!"
I was like, Black Twitter is not nice about that.
I know.
So I was like, please don't come up in here and drag this lady, please.
Exactly.
But I thought that everyone did really, really well.
I was very nervous.
What did you think about JD's outfit?
I mean, like people said, he does look like a little boss baby. He definitely
not a boss baby. He looked like that.
But them socks was Louis Vuitton. He showed them off on.
I thought the socks was actually.
I thought
it was cute. I personally had a pair that looked like that. It wasn't Louis Vuitton, but back in the day, my mom used to dress us for church. We used to have the little socks.
Church socks.
Yeah, but I liked his because it had pockets. And if you know me, I love pockets. I love to dress with pockets. I like anything.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
What are you putting in your sock pocket?
Anything. Bubble gum, lip gloss. It goes a long way.
Yeah, if I ever see somebody pulling some lip gloss or some gum out their sock.
Oh, you know what's another thing that you can do with it?
What?
Say you have like a bracelet, right? Like you have to be home at 8:00 and you got like a bracelet, you can hide it in there. So it could really be a fashion statement.
Not the fashion statement with the ankle bracelet. How about you just wear some jeans to cover it? That's a great idea.
It could be hot in the summertime. You might just want something a little fashion.
With them thick socks?
Yeah. You know how many guys are on house arrest? Like that would be such
I do.
It would be such a thing. I like it. I'm here for it all. But yeah. Well, that was like a little weekend recap, I would say. I feel like everybody pretty much almost did the same thing.
Yeah.
Everyone that I know was watching the game.
Definitely.
So, yeah. So we just wanted to touch a little bit on that and say how our weekend was. So
my
did you do anything fun?
What did I do this weekend? Yeah, my weekend was fun. Enjoyed my family.
Do anything special?
No.
Oh, okay.
What
Well,
about you?
um, I didn't do much. I worked because, we're slaves.
First and
So
foremost, I think her work schedule is very ghetto.
it is.
Let's just start talking about that. That work schedule is it's not
It's not
working.
doing it for you?
It's not doing it for me.
Yeah. I
And
don't
I'm
know if
not
it's
even the
doing
one
it for
that
me
works.
either, but sometimes you have certain goals and certain things you want to do, and you just got to suck it up for a little bit for the bigger picture, bigger goal. That's
Mm,
really it. But you
gotcha.
know what? I don't know. At this point, stripping might be a little bit better, a little bit more. I don't know.
Might make your goal faster.
As soon as I get like the two-step going and a rhythm, it's on.
Not the two-step in the rhythm as a stripper. That is hilarious. Imagine. You know how
I
mad I would
can't.
be? I'll be like, she deserves some quarters.
Quarters?
Quarters
That's so wrong.
hitting you in the head.
I might like that. I'm like, but
I
yeah.
can't. All right, so let's talk a little bit about our deal breakers.
I'm so excited for this topic. Let me just say that because I feel like not often as women we get to talk about certain deal breakers and certain things. I'm sure we all have them, but we don't really talk about them, or
Hmm.
sometimes we overlook them. So I'm excited for the
Very true.
topics today. So,
Very true. Can y'all hear my gum?
oh God, please stop smacking. I'm gonna treat you like I treat my son. I'm like, stop it. Just
I
don't do it.
can't.
No.
So, what are your deal breakers, sexual and in a relationship?
Oh, I will let you answer that first
Why do I have to answer it first? You think I
because
got a better answer for
I've
you?
been practicing like celibacy, so I feel like I shouldn't be able to answer that first.
So basically, you just basically said that I'm not because I'm confused because I am.
Um, well, Cinderella, if the
Celibacy.
shoe
Let's talk about
fits,
it.
wear it. No, I'm just kidding. I just feel like you would have a much better answer than I would, so I will let you go first.
All right. So you want my relationship deal breakers or my sexual deal breakers first?
Let's start with relationship. Kind of like wheel
Oh,
me in because I feel like if you go right to the sex, it might be a little bit too much. Give people a little
okay.
bit.
Who my deal breaker is in a relationship. Let's talk about it. His hustle.
Hold on, you've been sounding like you've been waiting for this for a long time. She has like,
No, because I'm thinking. I'm thinking. His hustle. That's my biggest thing. I am a hustler. So a man that does not hustle does not have me. Like
yeah,
you will lose my attention instantly if you're not a hustler. And it's not even about like doing a bunch of things. It's just you have a vision, you're trying to get somewhere and you're hustling to get there.
right.
That drives me. And that's a deal breaker for me. If you can't hustle, if you're not motivated, it doesn't do it for me.
I agree with that though.
I just
I get that.
I feel like you're just not the person for me mentally, financially.
I was waiting for that part because I think that's. I don't know. I agree. I agree, and I think that hustling looks different for everyone,
It definitely
right?
does.
So I think that we have to be specific about that and exactly what we want when we say hustling.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, because I'm not talking about hustling in the streets. Not can't do it.
well, would you
Nope.
rather that or somebody who's broke?
I rather broke because I'm once you go to jail, that's it, Papa.
But
Don't call me for bail money.
to your defense right now, though, well, to his defense, I should say, it's okay. Niggas got iPad in jail. They have video cameras in
And you don't
jail.
have me in jail. Sorry, not
So
sorry.
y'all heard it here first. She's not a ride or die. She's not for it.
Listen,
I'm not
no,
either,
no,
but when
no.
she says it, it sounds so much funnier. So
Depends on the situation.
okay,
If it's something where it's like, it was life or death, okay.
and he tried to protect you, then you feel
Yes, or like
obligated a
his
little bit.
mother or
Yeah,
somebody in his family.
right,
But once it's just shit just out here being reckless, just doing stuff,
right.
absolutely not. Call
Fair.
your mother.
Not the mother.
Don't call me. You got sisters? Call them.
That's fair though. I agree. I think that's something that's major for me too. I'm not. I don't know. At my grown ass age, I do not want to be holding somebody down who's in jail. I'm sorry.
Absolutely
I know I'm
not.
gonna get so much heat for that, but I just don't want to do it. Like I think it depends what it is. Like you said, if you are here doing whatever you want to do and being silly about it and this has happened before and you're just like running wild. Like I don't want to do it.
Me
Like I
either.
just don't. So I guess we can agree on that.
And then my other deal breaker would definitely be financial. If my man can't do what I can do for him,
Mm,
it and I don't say that okay, everybody has a time when they're down.
mm-hmm.
Okay. But you only have a certain amount of time that you can stay down.
Right.
Meaning, if you're just not doing anything, you need to get it together because we're not going to stay here forever.
And I think you also want somebody that's like trying, right? I
Yes,
feel like you need to get up when you're not doing something, you need to get up every day and go hustle or go try to do it. And
exactly.
if the outcome is not what you expect or what you want it to be, then fine. But
Plan
at least
B.
you're trying, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't deal with a stagnant person either
Yeah.
because it makes me lazy and then it makes me feel comfortable. And once I'm comfortable, I feel like neither one of us is gonna move in any direction that we both need to go in.
No, it makes me angry.
Oh,
I get angry. If like
resentful?
it's not even resentful. I get angry to the point where it's like I talk to you different. Like
Oh, so you're gonna drag that nigga.
not drag them, but like I just feel like I just have to like chew you up in a
Yeah,
way where it's like, dude, get it together. Like, what are you doing?
yeah,
Like, and I don't like getting to that point because I just feel like it puts a stress on me,
yeah,
and I don't like that. Like, you know how they say
right,
like I'm not dating off potential, like
right.
competent.
Compotent.
Yes,
No, I agree. I
it's
agree.
like
Yeah,
I can't build you. I
right.
can build you, but I can't build you. I can't put
You mean you
motivation into
can't
you.
build a man? That wasn't a thing? I thought you
No,
could do it like a little Lego.
I
No?
wish. I
Ah.
can't put motivation into you. I can't put hustle into you.
Ooh, that
I
word.
feel like it's just
Ooh.
you have to want it for yourself,
Right,
and I can't be the one who wants it more than you.
right. No, I get that. So do you feel like because if that does happen, I feel like for me, I would lose a sense of like respect for you. So I think that for me, as soon as I lose respect for you, then I feel like that's something that I feel like for me, you can't get it back. Like if that
I feel
makes
like you
sense.
can definitely get it back,
Really? I
but
can't.
like
Mm-mm.
I feel like I have to take a step away
Right.
until you're there. Like
But that's the issue though. Once you take that step away, a lot of stuff can happen in that step away.
yeah, because
So
yeah,
yeah, you can meet other people when you step
very
away, and
true.
you're not even wanting to meet other people. That's the crazy part. But you just naturally could possibly meet
Find
somebody.
somebody.
Yeah. I know somebody who's done that or took breaks and whatever else and
Oh,
got
I don't
into
believe in
whole
breaks, baby. You want to break? Break? Never mind.
break fast.
Cause
Yeah, so I agree. I agree. I think for me, my deal breaker in a relationship is just again not being motivated and not being a go getter. And I also feel like I don't like liars. It's like one of my biggest thing, and that comes a lot from my trust issues with men, and that stems
mhm.
from like very young age, from different lifestyle and things like that that I lived. And I think for me, that's really big for me because it's just like, why do you feel that uncomfortable to lie to me about certain things? Like, you
Mhm.
don't feel like you can trust me to talk to me or feel safe with me to even have that conversation with me. So I think that's one of my major things.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So sexually for you,
Oh,
well, you gonna put the
let's
mic
talk
on me? Is
about
it
it.
on? Is it on?
Let's talk about
Is it
it.
on? Is it on?
Let's talk about it.
She
I'll
had to
never
get
forget.
that mic
You know
close
what?
to her mouth because she want to make sure y'all hear
I'm
her
gonna
for
tell a
real,
little
for real.
story.
Oh shit,
I'll
that's
never
never good.
forget. I had a man tell me, listen clear, listen up.
Yeah.
He told me I don't eat pussy. I said, well, then we have nothing to do here.
I was gonna say that relationship was over before it even started for you.
What?
Only because I know you and I know certain things about you and I know certain things that does not fly with you when it comes to like sexual stuff. So, but I mean, I get it. There's a lot of men though. Like before, I would say this. Before, there's a lot of men who say they don't eat pussy, right? And they would not do it, and it was okay, and it was cool. But now I feel like people are more open to different things
Hmm.
sexually, right? some of these niggas got I eat pussy in my bio, and we'll DM you some crazy stuff. And
He
I've
got
seen
something.
your
Got
DM.
something.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
my
seen your
DM be
DM.
mad unhinged. I be scared sometimes. Like, bro, who told you to DM somebody this? Like, that's scary. Yeah. But no, he was like, I said, oh, well, we have nothing to do here, Papa.
Nothing to do.
This right here, it's going nowhere.
So that would be like a number one thing for you. Like if a man does not eat pussy, you're good.
Yeah. But then, I mean, I told him that, he understood it, and then guess what?
Now we here.
He's an eater.
Nah, he's a munch, y'all. That's crazy.
But like, it's like I was honest. Okay, you don't do what?
I think we're way too grown to put like. I think when it comes to sex, I'm very like open if I'm with the right person, or if I feel comfortable with you, if you make me feel safe, if you make me feel all these things that I feel like in that moment I need to feel, whatever that may be. It could be something as easy as somebody rubbing your back, like it could be those little things. But I will say that I just have to be comfortable with you. I don't think there's anything that. Okay, maybe I don't want to say anything. There's very little things that I will not try, but.
I'm just gonna say, if it's my man,
exactly.
I'll try whatever he want to try.
Whatever.
Just can't piss on me. You ain't pissing on me. You ain't shitting on me. That's
because you knew I was going there.
Yes, nah, like that's where I draw the line. Like there's certain stuff.
Okay,
like,
but getting pissed on is not. I could have. Okay,
I mean, we squirt on them, which is pee.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that. I was gonna say,
like I said, squirt is pee. Squirt is pee. I don't care what nobody says. That's pee.
Squirting is pee. Like I agree with that.
The way it shoots out, it's piss.
Yeah. So what would be the difference if a guy just pissed on you? Like it's the same thing. You peeing on him, but it's just like I just don't need it to be indirect pee. Like I don't need you to stand over me and pee on me, because then I would just feel weird.
So then, okay, so then what do you mean?
Like it would be degrading. It's just like
it's degrading.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. Squirt is from being overstimulated.
Right.
Piss is he needs to pee. It's different. It's degrading if a man pees on you. I'm sorry. It's degrading, and it's not gonna fly with me.
Yeah. Okay, I get that.
Because now I feel like I have to piss on your mom.
Now you gotta piss on him back? Like
I gotta piss on your mom. Like
no, not your mom.
Like that's degrading.
So what would be one thing that you can be with your partner, whoever you having sex with, like what would be one thing that would really like when he does it, you're like, oh, that's like, that should turn me on. Or it could be something that he does and you're just like, this really turns me off. Don't do it ever.
Let me tell you, if I'm into a person, he could do anything. He could get up off the couch.
I'm starting to reconsider who you really are as a person, because this is a first for me.
He can get up off the couch a little. I'm like, ooh, that made me.
No, when you're attracted to somebody, this person,
anything they do,
you really don't have to do much, like at all,
I remember I used to say hi, to a man, and he's like,
the pussy be wet as fuck,
dick hard. It's like, dude, like all I did was say hi. She's like, yeah, I just like the way you say hi. I'm like, oh, okay,
that's crazy. You stop talking. That's a lot.
All right.
So, what would be one thing that would turn you off, like sexually?
Turn me off sexually. He's just not doing it for me. Like, he's not jump starting it right.
Elaborate, please.
Like, he ain't eating it right.
Okay. This girl, you know what? I ain't never met nobody like
he ain't touching me right. He ain't feeling me right.
Yo,
you ain't never been nobody that what? You ain't never been nobody that what?
No. Huh?
I can't.
No, but I don't know. I feel like for me, I used to be the type of person that like, and I feel like sometimes I still am. Like, it takes a lot for somebody to turn me on, but I feel like if you have the right person, you get turned on like in seconds. But before I was taught that like, hey, you had to like almost work it up to get there. It's just like when a nigga be like, oh, you want to fuck? But then be like, hey, can you get my dick hard? Like, no, sir. You should already be hard when you see me, 1. 2, why do I have to do all of that? If we have to do all of that, I don't even want to be here.
What do you mean?
Like,
do
suck
all
my
of what?
dick, get my dick hard, or anything like that. Like, it's such a turn on for me. Like, don't ask me to suck your dick.
Wait. Throw the towel in. Let me back up my drink. You said,
yeah.
So you're more so saying like you want to have the option of doing it.
No, I don't mind doing it, but I don't want somebody to tell me to do it. I want to do it because I want to do it. I don't want you to hit me up talking about, hey, we're having sex at 7 o'clock.
That's
Girl,
planned sex.
suck
That's
my
weird.
dick. Like, no, because
But
I'm
what if
not
he
gonna suck
says it
your
in
dick
like
because
an
I'm gonna bite
attractive
it.
way?
I'm gonna bite it.
Biden is crazy. But what if he says it in like a sexy way, like "come suck this dick"?
I think so too. It all depends on who it is too. Because I feel like if you're really connected with somebody, this person don't even have to ask. You automatically want to do it, right? But I
I
don't
don't know because
know.
I like depending on how they ask. Like it
No, you
sounds
just like a
like
nigga to drag you. Like I'm not with all that. I'm a little bit
no.
more soft. Like,
Drag me is crazy.
girl, I seen your
Drag
post.
me.
Black Tims, drag me. Like, play with somebody else.
Drag me is crazy, but if he says it like in an attractive way, I'm gonna start putting my fake hair
What's
in a
an attractive
ponytail.
way? Like he's just like, not the fake hair in the
I'm a fake. I'm
ponytail.
gonna put my little whatever I got back here in a ponytail.
They gonna be smacking the
Let me
back of
move
your
my bang.
forehead. Like,
Let me move my bang.
yo, that's crazy.
What do
But
you?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. Like I like someone talking to me. Like
Yeah, but I
that
like
drives
somebody
me.
talking to me good, not talking to me crazy. Because if you come in and be like, hey, let's just have sex or
That's
whatever. Like,
boring.
yeah, like let shit happen.
What do you mean let it happen?
Like if I walk in, I already know if I want it or don't want it.
So you're basically saying, well, I feel like wanting it and not wanting it, like from your man, you should always want it. I feel
I know that's right.
like on like as soon as I see like a man that I'm
But does it
dating,
really happen that way? Because
yes,
when you with somebody for a long ass time,
yes.
you still feel like that. Because some days you just be like, nigga, I can't even fucking stand you today.
Well,
So
yeah, it is like that sometimes, but
yeah,
like
because I don't feel like you always gonna feel like that. Like you don't always walk into somebody and be like, "Hey, I want it." Like, oh, like yeah, you're attracted to the person, but there's so much shit too that be going on, like mentally, physically, that sometimes it's just like it's not even like you having sex with somebody else. It's just like the blockage of it all. Like it doesn't always have to be like a cheating thing, right? But I feel like we go through a lot of stuff that people don't talk about.
mhm,
We go through our time of the month. We go through our ups and downs. We're working. We're trying to do this whole life balance stuff. So you're not always there sexually. So
mhm.
which is why I feel like for me, it's important for my person to address me a certain way and a little bit more soft. And don't get me wrong,
So you
sometimes
want
I
to
want to be
be
dragged, but it's not
come here,
that. Like I need
Laura.
you to talk to me a kind of way.
Let me rub your scalp.
No, that would just put me to sleep.
Oh, so now it's gonna put you to sleep if they
I feel
soft
like you
speak
need
to you.
no, I feel like you need like a happy medium.
Mm.
Yeah.
What do you mean by happy medium?
Like some days I want to be fucked. Some days I want to be made love to. So some days just find the middle.
Let me tell you something. I'm playing.
Your mic is on again? You gonna talk into it?
Ah, some days I just want to be drugged. I'm playing.
I believe it. I
Just
believe it. No, she's not playing,
I'm
y'all.
kidding. No, I like what I like, and
And that's okay.
if he's with it,
That's okay.
I'm playing.
I'm gonna have to question you after this. This sounds like there's a lot of stuff I don't know about.
What do you
And I thought
mean?
I really knew you.
What
This
do
is
you mean?
crazy, y'all.
No, I just
But
like
y'all
what
heard it here first. She likes to be
I
dragged.
just no. It was a joke.
She likes to be dragged. And if you can't eat pussy, don't even hit her up. Um, If you're not motivated, don't hit her up. If you don't have your own money, don't hit her up. What else? What did I miss?
I cannot.
She likes to drink water,
I
and she
do.
don't like piss,
No.
but she
Mm-mm.
do like to squirt.
Mm.
Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
But like the thing about it is, men like that.
Hmm.
Men like it. They feel like I feel like it boosts their ego if
Which
they make it
part?
happen.
The squirt?
Because
Of course. I feel like
not everybody can make it happen. Because
yeah,
how
that's
old am I?
true.
28, and
That's true.
I can count on one hand how many times it's happened in my life. So
But I think that comes with people knowing your body too, because you can't like you could be doing the same shit. We all can watch a YouTube video or do whatever and figure out in some kind of way how to do
watching
that.
sexual stuff on YouTube is crazy. But continue on. Continue on.
You just reminded me earlier though, pulling that whole shit up. But yeah, like I don't know, just pulling whatever up to learn how to do certain things, right? Because I feel like you can find anything
Yes,
on
you
the
can.
internet these days. Like you can literally pull that shit up and be like, "Hey, I'm supposed to be doing this way, doing it that way," and then she'll squirt. It's not like that. You really have to have you really have to know what you're doing. Like it's a
Hmm.
skill
Let
because
me tell
not
you
everybody's
something.
gonna be able to do it.
Someone knowing your body
Yeah.
is the scariest thing
I hate that.
ever.
I don't like
And
it.
it's
Let somebody
weird
else
because
do it.
for a long time, I made sure that nobody ever knew my body because
Mhm.
I feel like once a person knows your body, they have so much
Control
control
over you. That
over
shit's
you. Like
wild.
it scares me. Like
Yep.
the first person that I allowed to really, really,
Mhm.
really, really like.
And it's just like all your
I
walls,
shouldn't even
not
say
those
first
ones,
person.
but all your walls, like
They
legit
just
come
fall
down.
out. Just
Not
fall
the
out.
pussy falling out.
Not you just release everything, and it's like
Yeah.
it's almost like scary. Like
Yeah.
this person, like, and I feel
Yeah.
like that's when you know you found your person.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's oof. I shouldn't say the first person because I've definitely known someone that's known my body and it scared me because it was just like I would just look at him after
So what
like,
do you do? Do you just like enjoy the ride, or do you just cut it off because it's too scary? You don't want to deal
no,
with
I'm
it,
definitely
or...
gonna enjoy the ride. You think I'm gonna give that up? You kidding me?
Yo, I should have known better than to ask you
Kidding
that.
me? You're
Yeah.
mine.
No,
I'm
you're
playing.
mine. You're mine, even if you're not mine. It's like that.
Nah, that's crazy.
Okay.
You can be mine from afar.
From afar. So what does that
Yes.
consist of? Because if a guy can make you feel all kinds of ways about that, right?
Mhm.
You gonna still talk to him, but you're not gonna talk to him. Like he's not yours, you're not his, right?
Mhm.
How does that even work? And how does that even make you feel? Because I know I'm crazy. So I
I
feel like,
can't.
okay, I shouldn't say that. I'm not crazy. I'm passionate. So I would say
You
that
love hard.
I do. No, but I would say that like I don't want nobody else to have you. And now I gotta think about you being outside with other people. And that's gonna fuck with me. And then I'll be thinking like, damn, is he doing all this shit he was doing to me to her? Like, how
So,
does that look for you?
this is where my nigga tendencies pop in.
Yeah, we know.
And honestly, I had someone who knew my body like it was like clockwork. Like, but I didn't feel like the person was good for me, so I took a step away. I just don't think about it. Like, of course, it crosses my mind sometimes. Like,
That's that toxic shit.
like he knew, but
I don't know if I would be able to. I feel like I don't know if I would be able to separate the two. Like if I would be able to let it go. Like I'd be so in my
oh
head that
no,
I'm
I
just
had to
like,
take a step back completely. Like, I had to stop talking.
you're so brave.
Yes, like I had to, stand up.
Oh,
I had
that's
to
where the
stand
stand
up.
up came from?
Yes, I had to stand up and stand on business because if I didn't, I would have been in a cycle.
So you were standing on business rather than getting something that you really wanted because you knew that it was not good for you. I applaud that.
Yes, but the person was good for my body, but not for my soul.
So okay, so I get that. I get that. Completely get it. But so the real question is, after you did all that and you were there, did you double back?
I did double back, of course. You kidding me? I double back many
Yeah.
times, but
Not the many times.
I might listen. I'm not
So
gonna lie.
was
I'm gonna
you
be
really
honest.
standing on business,
No, no,
ma'am?
no, no, no. My last time I had to stand on business, like I had to take a huge step back and really
Gotcha.
stand on business, no matter how hard it was.
No pun intended.
What?
Gotcha.
Yes. No matter how hard it was, no matter what words were said, I had to stand on business. Mm,
Are we still standing strong?
yes, still standing strong,
All right. That's all that matters at the end of the
still
day.
going.
I don't
Proud of
know if I'm
myself.
happy or sad for you because I'm like, you're missing out on some great stuff. But then again, I get it. It's not great for you, not great for your health. And it could have been that.
Health? Damn, bitch. You ain't have no shit.
Not for that. I have no shit. We're not even going to go there because
Not
today
the
was a
health.
lot. Today was
Not
a
the
lot.
health. I know. I watched two people yell about having AIDS on
Oh,
Facebook
God.
today.
Today was a lot.
Guttest shit I've ever seen in my life. I said, what?
Yo, that gotta be hard though. I'm not even switching topics, but there's no way in hell. Cause at this point, like what do? You have to be with that person because
No.
you're not gonna be with nobody else because you ain't gonna spread that somewhere else.
Celibacy. Get a rose, something. Get one of those big things that goes.
I feel like at this point we already here. This has happened. We both think. What do we have to lose now?
But then I
I'm
feel like
still
I
gonna
could
fuck
never
you up though.
unsee it. Like I'm gonna be
No,
angry at you for the rest of my life.
could you imagine? That's
No, I can't
crazy.
imagine, and I don't want to imagine. Actually,
That's
thanks. I'll
crazy.
pass.
Yeah, that's super crazy. I don't even know how someone deals with that. I don't know.
I don't.
I'll be
Oof,
doing the most shit if that ever like I can't do it. It's not for
I
me.
couldn't. Mm-mm.
That's crazy. That shit just gave me a headache.
Facts.
Whew, so glad I'm celibate because I ain't got these problems.
That part. Celibacy it is.
No, sir.
Let me not look down to
Yeah,
that. I
let
don't
me
look
not say that
guilty.
either. Yeah, let me not say that.
Like they look like they're lying. They can't even look.
Well,
Celibacy is the way to go.
well, yeah.
It's boring, but you know,
It's not boring.
life.
It's when you get to know yourself, really. I've done it before. Like before I was in a relationship and stuff like that. I've done it before. I went 3 years without sex.
3 years.
Yes.
Whew.
You really have to like really be in tune with yourself and your body and know that like sex is not everything.
So let
And
me
when you're
let me
so
ask you
used to
something.
like doing it, yeah.
When you did it for like the first time after 3 years, did it feel like your first time? Like, did it feel special and just like,
I don't know about
oh,
I don't know about feeling like special or getting all these butterflies because it's not like, hey, I have a whole kid, so it's not like you'd be like, hey, you was a virgin after 3 years. But I will say that it was definitely like different for sure. I feel like it was different, but it was also more so because I had a lot of stuff I need to work with myself
mm,
before anything. So I think that that time was really more personal.
that's good though.
So yeah, and plus I didn't want to get out of something, then get into something else, and I also didn't want the sex to be like the
Trust me, it
motivator
doesn't work
thing.
well. Keep going.
Been there?
Done that.
Nah, it's just like I just didn't want sex to be like the thing that kind of like drove me to feel attracted to you, or I'm just going here because it's something to do. Like I really needed to sit with myself, figure out why certain things weren't working out, or figure out a pattern of why I keep getting with the same type of guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because at some point you have to question yourself. Like, I get it. Some of these guys, some they're not shit. But it's just like if you keep getting to the same shit, it makes you feel like, damn, maybe
What's
I'm
wrong
not
with you?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I need to check myself. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
hardest thing to do is like really
Reality
check
check.
yourself because you can always look at somebody else's stuff. I can give you all the advice in the world from the outside looking in. But if it's me, it's always so much harder for me to like, check myself. So the fact that I was able to do that, I think it worked out for me.
But
I'm
I feel
still
like a
working
lot
on
of
it though.
people, they're not ready to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it real quick. Sex is a distraction. And it really is. And I say
It
that
depends.
because
It
have you
depends.
ever heard of I think it's called nut retention. When you do that, you have you're like your mind isn't
Hmm.
like you stop thinking about it after a while.
Hmm.
And that's why I kind of understand how people can go so long without it.
Hmm.
But maybe because I'm not that, far in that like it's not
Your
making
feet is just
sense.
like this.
It's not making sense to me. Like
Right.
my foot's in, but it's out.
Yeah.
Like it's just I don't see the vision just yet. You
You'll
know?
get there though.
I don't want to get there. That's the thing.
So I'm confused, ma'am. What are you looking for here? Because you don't want to get there, but your feet is there. So what's the real
So okay,
issue?
so my intake on why I am practicing it is because I feel like for years I've spent time, I've done stuff with people that weren't good for me.
Right.
And I feel like now I'm on a self journey of finding my person.
I love that for you.
And so I feel like, what did I share on Instagram the other day? Let the coochie marinate for the real nigga. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Well, the way this is going and this piss in this water, you're gonna be marinating that
No, but
coochie
there's
for a
some good
little
piss in the
while.
water sometimes.
You know what? That's your problem though. Because I feel like just when things start to go great, it's like them little kids that be like, hey, don't touch this, it's hot. And you want to be like, yeah, let me
Oh
check.
yeah,
Like
just want
why?
to poke it.
Poke it is crazy.
Just want to poke it.
I'm sure somebody else is trying to poke it too. So you good.
Poke what?
You.
Poke me?
Yeah, I
Don't poke me.
cannot. I can't.
You might be stuck here for a long. I'm playing.
I can't.
I kid. I kid. I kid.
So I also wanted to, so I guess like something that's big being like that we're talking about relationship and stuff. I really wanted to bring in some of the topics that I feel like it's really hard to talk about. I think
Hmm.
I think money is always like a crazy topic to talk about if you're not comfortable with your person. I see
Mm-hmm.
money ruin a lot of relationships and things. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that it's because people are not comfortable talking about basically what you make or what is your financial status look
Yeah.
like. It's tough because I know for me, that was like one of the hardest conversations. Now, I think if I was to like,
Start over.
yeah, if I was to ever start over, I'm like, hey, I got student loans, I got this, I got that. This is what I look like. This is what I might not tell you the whole truth about my bank account, but I'm like, this is what's in
Yeah.
there. I probably give you a little less than what's in there,
First and
just because it's
foremost,
me.
I'm gonna tell a man I have $100. I'm like, oh, I don't even have $100 in my bank account.
Yeah, no, like I feel that. I feel
I'm
like
kidding.
I'm just honest though. Like I just want to be honest with that part because I want you to pick and choose what you get yourself into because
Hmm.
finances are a huge thing. And
Especially when it comes to marriage.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I feel like before I was so like stuck in my ways to
yeah.
where I was like, oh, please don't ask me about my finances,
Mm-hmm.
baby boy.
Because people
Cause
take it personal. Because when somebody asks you, I feel like somebody's just like, "Hey, do I look broke?" Or like, you just automatically, I feel like
no,
defense a little bit.
no, I feel like I never get like, I don't know. I don't like a man to ask me about my finances too soon because I just
Hmm.
feel like, what are you doing
Right.
here? It's like when a man starts talking about something like you the one with money, like it throws me back a little bit. But
Because like, what are your intentions? What are you here for?
yeah,
Right.
like
Right.
what are you
Right.
here for?
No, I get that. But I feel like once you get to a point where you both feel like you're building or
Hmm.
doing something, that's like one of the first conversations you should have.
Yeah.
Because what is this going to look like if we move in together?
Hmm.
What is this going to look like if later on down the road, or especially like for me, I have a child. Well,
Hmm.
he's a grown adult, but still,
Yeah.
it's like, what does that look like? Because that's a whole nother person that
Hmm.
when you got here, you knew this person was here. But once you're trying to build together and do all these things, that person's going to be included in that finance and
Yeah.
different stuff, especially if you're supporting that person.
Yeah.
So that other person has to really be okay with that or figure out a way to like make it work somehow. And I'm not saying to take on this journey of playing dad and all sort of stuff
Hmm.
because my son has a dad and his dad is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So like I
Yeah.
don't really have that issue. But it's also however you want to sugarcoat it, there's still a whole nother person here. So if
Yeah.
you're doing that, you have to include that person there. So I think for me, um, that's one of the things that I always take into consideration. I've said this to you before because you don't have any kids, not
Hmm.
yet. We don't know. I got a sty in my eye, but we're just not going to talk about that. But
On camera? After
I
I
just
just said I was
feel
practicing celibacy? This is
it could
crazy.
come any day. You just don't never know. You saw that
No,
movie?
nothing's coming, okay? There's nothing coming.
But there was a movie like this where a woman got pregnant and it was Jesus. So it could be anything. But the point that I'm trying to make
So you try to tell
is
me I'm a never mind. Continue on.
the point that I'm trying to make is like it's hard for somebody like with a kid, and it's also hard for somebody with no kids to date somebody with a kid. So people always say to me like, "Oh, you don't feel some type of way when somebody say that you're a mom. You should feel some type of way." No, I don't feel any type of way.
Hmm.
If you choose, it's a choice. If you choose to date somebody who does not have any kids because you don't have any, it's a preference.
I mean, and well, I've talked to one person with a kid,
Right.
and I've dated someone with kids.
Hmm.
Actually, I've talked to a few people with kids, and it was. I feel like I have such a soft spot for kids.
You do. You're
I
such
was
an
okay.
auntie. Like,
I was okay with it, and it was just like I understood that if me and their dad worked out long term, I understood the
consequences and
consequences of
yeah.
it. Like, okay, I'm gonna be a bonus person in this child's life.
And I love that because I always say that to people. I'm like, listen, I don't need you to play no father role or anything like that because he
Yeah,
has a dad and his dad is very active and very here, very much so.
yeah,
But you will be like a bonus dad. And I love using that word because I hate the whole, hey,
step.
step daddy or
Yeah,
step anything. It always makes me feel like divided or separated.
yeah.
So
Like
I
that's
kind
not
of
my
like
kid.
that.
That's my step
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I understood. Like, okay, I'm gonna be a bonus person in this kid's
Right.
life. What can I do to help? Because
Add value. Yeah.
and a value, and it's
Hmm.
also like how can I help these parents
Right.
also be like a, because it's you're not a parent,
Right.
but you're also adding value to the parents, like you're helping them,
For sure.
because it definitely takes, like we always say, it takes a village.
Girl, you have no idea.
So it's like I knew that
Hmm.
I had to add value
Yeah.
to their co-parenting, because obviously
Yeah.
she's out the
Yeah.
picture if I'm in it.
Right.
But
No, that's fair.
that sounds crazy. But yeah, like I never, of course, like there was still times where I was like, dang, like my first isn't going to be his first.
Right.
But I mean, I'm cleared of that now. So
But you've also dated people with no kids. So how is
Yeah.
it how is it for you, I guess I should say, um, based off of that? Like what would be like your preference if you had to choose?
I would definitely, I don't know. I'm very much so like I want my first to be someone's first. I'm not stuck on that.
Right.
If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Right.
But like you said, the finances, I also think about that
Mhm.
because if it's just me and that person, once we bring a child in,
Right.
our focus is just our child.
Right.
If I have a child with someone that already has kids,
Right.
it's now
Focus has shifted a little bit. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then like my other thing is like another thing that I think about is like, like you've done this before.
Mhm.
Like I don't
You're
know,
new.
in
Mhm.
my head, like it's kind of like
Mhm.
I want us to experience this together.
Mhm.
Like your first is my first. Like you know what it's like to go into the delivery room.
Right.
I don't know what it's like. Or like you know what it's like to wake up in the middle of the night.
Mhm.
Like I just
I feel like that's fair and it's a fair assessment. However, I also think of it in this way. I'll say that it's almost like for me, I almost kind of go back to like having sex, right? You
mhm,
can be with somebody who's had plenty of sex, and this is your
mhm.
first
Trust me,
experience,
you'll
right?
understand when they have plenty of sex. But go ahead.
And that's your first experience. Obviously, it's not going to be the same. You're going to want somebody who has some type of experience. So I don't look at it in the same similar way as you would, but I can also understand why you would want those things, and you kind of learning and growing together. For me, I would look at it more as like, damn, she's had a little bit more experience than I had, or he's had whatever. Maybe I can learn this from that, but I want to apply this. But there's also things that you're going to see on your partner once they have kids. That's going to make you be like, damn, I don't never want to have a kid with this person, or I would
Mhm.
never do nothing like this way. Like
Again,
co-parenting is like
yeah.
a real thing. And for me, like people always make fun of me and be like, "Oh, like you and your son's father, like girlfriend, y'all like sister wives or something because y'all so close to the." No, I like being close to her, and we're really good friends. And she's a great asset to my son, and she helps out a whole lot.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that because she doesn't have to. She doesn't sign.
Yeah.
Granted, she knew she was getting into, but you don't really sign up for that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And you don't have to. It's not an obligation. So the fact that she
Mhm.
chose to, I'm appreciative of that. And I get along great. I don't have that issue. But it
Mhm.
can also be very complicated when you with somebody who themselves don't communicate with one another.
Yeah.
And then you have to come in and kind of be like, hey, what's going on? Are you guys going to get it together? Because it becomes stressful for everybody.
Yeah.
It puts a
And
strain in your
yeah,
relationship,
and
theirs.
honestly, that's what
Yeah.
any man that I talked to with kids, that was kind of like the problem. Like them and their baby mother did not get along. And I
Yeah.
didn't like that, just it rubbed me the wrong way
Right.
in the sense of like, I just don't want those kind of problems in my life. I
Because it
don't have
makes you
kids.
think too, though, like, hey, what if something happened to us? We have a kid. Is this the same experience I'm going to be getting if we're not together?
That
Right.
part, and like I don't want to have to be walking on eggshells because that's
Right.
your baby mother, where
Right.
she has a problem where she's like, oh, I don't want my kid around this b
Mhm.
because like you know how some like moms can
But
get like
again, I feel like it takes a lot of maturity. It takes a lot of open communication,
mhm,
and it also both persons gonna have to want it. Because at first, I think it all depends too on the age of the kid. When you first like, if you're dating somebody who's like less than 5 years old, which
oh no
I
baby, you
personally
don't do
hate to
that,
do that,
you don't do that.
I would I would not date
There's still
nobody with
strong
kids.
feelings.
That's yeah, I feel like it's still lingering, still there.
Mhm.
I wouldn't date anybody whose kid is like less than five, whatever the case may be.
6.
I personally prefer double digits, but that's a whole nother story. But I also feel like it just has the communication has to be there because if
Yeah.
it's not, it's just not gonna work. It's just really not. And then if you see them like going back and forth on certain situations and you see how he handles that,
Mhm.
you're like conscious a little bit more about what's going on and
Yeah.
like is he gonna handle our situation like this?
Mhm.
How does he speak to her? Is
Mhm.
everything too because
If
that's
he
how you're
talks to
gonna
her
talk to me.
disrespectfully,
I cannot stand when guys do that and be like, "Oh, that be baby mom," because at one point she was exactly what you wanted,
mhm.
whatever it was. So somehow you guys fell off. So don't do that. You don't have to like the chick or be best
But
friends, but
just
you
be
have to
cordial with
respect
her.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to. At the end of the day, I don't care what's happening. You have to respect the baby mom. But I just feel like there are certain baby moms, Lord knows, that will make it hell for
Yeah.
a nigga, and that too, I never really understood that. Because if
Yeah,
you're not putting my child in harm's way, if you're not mistreating my child, you're not disrespectful to my kid, you showing him love, you doing all these things, I would never, like, please,
exactly.
like, let's all have
I
some
don't
time
know.
with this
I
kid.
feel like if,
Because I
and
need a
I'm
break,
speaking
okay?
from, you know, my
Yeah,
personal like views on certain things, but I just feel like if I was to have a child with somebody and it didn't
right.
work out, please take my kid.
No, I need a
I
break.
need a break.
Okay?
Like,
Hello?
please,
No, dead
as
ass.
long as you're not
Yeah,
hurting the child
yep,
or being
yeah,
disrespectful about me to my, like,
right.
whatever,
No, for sure.
take them.
For sure. Yeah, and
Because
that's
these
what people,
grandparents don't be
yeah. And
grandparenting.
the crazy part about it is that people don't really understand or get. It's just like at the end of the day, nobody wins. Like, especially the kid. He's the one that
Yeah.
suffers the most, or she, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
suffers the most. So it's just like, why do we want to do that? Why the
Mm-hmm.
traumatic experience? Like, it's just, and that trauma stays with you.
It
Trust me, I
does.
know. And it's not easy. It's just really not.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah, no, everyone I've ever talked to with kids had baby mother problems. And
that scares me though. Cause I'm
I
like,
just,
ooh,
I
I don't know if I
wasn't,
want to deal with that.
but like, you have to remember, like, they were all older than me, but it was just, I just felt like I didn't want the stress or the headache of
Yeah.
doing this. And then now, like, I have a child with you. Now she's even more angry. Absolutely not.
Yeah. But that's the thing though too. I feel like sometimes as females we're always wrong. Like we're not always right. Like we're wrong sometimes. And we're
Definitely.
always like and I feel like we'd be wrong like half of the time sometimes when we're wrong we don't really say it or acknowledge it, right? And I feel like we just be mad at the wrong person. Like you're not mad at sis. She didn't do nothing to you. She just got here or she's messing with this dude. You really mad at him.
It just makes
He's
me
the
feel
one
like the
that
dick
messed
is
up.
way too good.
Mm,
Like,
that's what you got out of
when
that?
no, when like when baby mothers do too much, it's like, but it's like I knew. It's like, sis, I would be bad too.
No, I think I feel like I think that it just sometimes certain people put in certain work and then you see a new person come in and kind of reaps all the benefits that you
Oh
put
yeah.
in and all that. And I think that's what makes it sometimes a little bit triggering or this person feels some type of way because just like, damn, I spent all these years with
Yeah.
you building you up, doing all these things. Now we're not together. You giving all these things that I've worked so hard for that I
Yeah.
wanted from you to me. Now you give them to the next person.
And it's
I
on.
think that's
I've
really what
been
it
her
is.
before.
Yeah.
Like I've been like you build somebody up,
Yeah.
and then they go and give it. And I was angry, like, but it took me to take a step back
Yeah.
and be like, Brittany, like that wasn't
Yeah.
even. It wasn't worth it. Like you moved on from it. It's good. Like now, I'm not angry about it. I would say now, but like for years now, I
Yeah.
haven't been angry about it because it happened. It's whatever, and it's life.
Yeah, yeah. Life is all
I
about
needed that. I needed that to, be Big Brit. I'm playing.
not the little one. Well, I guess that brings me back to our, I guess, kind of say last discussion for this
Yes.
episode because we both saw something today and I was just like, whoa, what? So I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you read it because that was a
I'm not
lot.
even gonna read it. We're just gonna sum it up. So
That's a
basically,
lot.
homegirl, whew, she basically said that, her and her man went 50-50 on something. And not even her and her man, her and her husband.
Husband, yeah, let's be
For
clear about
better or
that.
for worse. Till death do us part.
Well, I definitely have it up. So I think you should read it so people get the real context of things. So that
Oh
way they
boy.
really get it. Cause I had to read that shit twice because I'm like, nah, I'm not reading it right.
Okay. No, I can just sum this up. This is a lot. Homegirl and her husband went 50-50 on something.
On a
And
trip.
on a trip.
Yeah.
And she basically had no more funds once she went 50-50 with him. And she asked if,
for a favor,
yes, to borrow money from him.
Borrowing money from your husband is crazy.
Borrowing
But
money
yeah,
from your
carry on.
husband when you guys have.
But until payday, let's be clear about that. So she wasn't planning on like running off with the money or not. Like she wanted to borrow money till payday,
But
whatever
no,
that looked like.
borrowing money from your husband is crazy to me. Because if I'm cooking, cleaning, washing your clothes, fuck, I look like borrowing something from you.
And then he got upset because she was like basically saying that he felt annoyed. And he told her that. He's like, you're really annoying me that you're asking me to borrow this money.
I would tell him, you better go borrow some pussy because I don't have it
And she
anymore.
said, I hardly ask him for favor, especially money. But I feel like if there's one person that I can ask, it should be him. She's not wrong.
She's not.
And then she said, I have borrowed money from him in the past. I was like, confused as to what. And then she goes, honestly, 3 times out of 7 years in a marriage. Even then, it was like pulling teeth. I feel low, but I guess I'll just have to make it do until payday on Friday.
Absolutely not.
That is crazy.
It
I have
is.
so many questions,
It is.
but I don't know. I can't really speak because I'm not married. And that's
No, but
not
I don't give a
something.
damn about being married or not.
That's not my goal. To be quite honest with you, I'm not. I've never been a person to be like, hey, I want to be married. That's just never really been a thing I wanted to do. Now, will it happen? I don't know. It's probably going to take Jesus. I just don't care enough to be
Oh
in
my
that space.
goodness.
But what I'm saying is, like, for you to feel that uncomfortable to like ask your
Ask your
man, your husband.
husband.
Let me just rephrase that.
For
some
better
money,
or for worse, till
yeah,
death
that's crazy.
do us part. And I can't ask you for like.
He said he was annoyed with her because she asked to borrow money. First of all, if you're my husband, I don't have to ask you to borrow money. I feel like you should know my needs and certain stuff. And if we went half on everything, first of all, I already felt some
But
type of
that goes to
way.
finances.
It
Did they
does.
have that finance conversation?
I mean, y'all been married for 7 years. At some point, that had to be dropped in there. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Cause I mean,
I would
they
feel
they maybe
away.
they didn't.
I would get a divorce.
Oh my
I
goodness.
sure would. I'm so dramatic. I would get
Oh
a
my
divorce.
goodness. Not over
You
40
can't ask him
bucks.
because you can't
Like,
ask your man for anything, and that's even
no, I
worse.
think that's crazy.
Imagine if it was $40 too, or $30. Like it would have been even
That's
worse.
triggering. That is
It would have
triggering.
been even worse because it's not no real money. I can understand if you're asking this nigga for a stack, like or 10 grand, like something. You asking this nigga for some money just to get you over for gas or some other shit till you get paid, bro.
No, I get it.
Nah, I'm not doing it. What is your take? I'm getting
No,
a
I'm not
divorce.
doing it.
I'm getting divorced. I don't care.
I'm not gonna get a divorce, but I'm definitely gonna be
Nope.
like,
This is why I tell you I do not want to be married because I'll be like, I'm out.
I
I'm
definitely
good.
want to get married one day, have some little children.
Not the little heathens.
Yes, I want some heathens, a daughter to
Mm.
be exact. A
You're not.
mini version of
You're
me.
not getting. We can't take that. We're not. You're not getting a daughter. I can't do
I deserve it.
it.
I'm deserving of
I guess. I just want to be in
that.
the wedding.
Okay,
I like
so
weddings for food.
you're clearly no, I'm not having a wedding to feed people.
I'm not coming.
Well, obviously I'm gonna feed people, but like no, you know how some people be having just Tom, Dick, and Harry and Sue at their wedding? Absolutely not.
So then it brings me back to the thing. Are you like? Is it okay for you to stay with someone that you're not in love with?
No. People do it all the time though. But if I'm not in love with you, I can't stay with you because I'm one of those people. My actions and my words and the way that I treat you reflects on if I'm in love with you. If I'm not in love with you, you're gonna know.
I agree.
You're definitely gonna know. You won't get a I love you. You won't get like I'm a trick. I like to trick on my man. If I'm not tricking on you, I don't love you.
Yeah.
Like I just don't.
I feel like that too. I feel like that's my love language. Like I love doing stuff
Yes.
like that. I love to cook. Like those are like my thing. Like I like to do like little acts of things.
Mhm.
Then I don't mind also spending the money to do whatever. Like I
Yeah.
feel like listen, when I'm in a relationship, I'm El Chapo. No money's too little, no
Exactly.
money's too
Spend a check and get
small.
that shit right back.
Yes. Like that's just how I feel. Like it's like why not? I don't even look at it twice. Like
I don't know the way that like when I'm in
yeah.
love, like
Love.
and
Trying to
love,
drag the L.
like I really feel like that's my like baby. Like I just want to be like, come here, like let me just take care of you.
Right in that little chest.
Yes, like it's just like come let me hold you and
Not
just
let me hold
rub
you.
your beard.
Rub your beard. So
Like
y'all gotta have beard, y'all.
not you over here like this is a dating website. But no,
But yeah.
like that's when you really, really know like I'm there. Like
Okay. So I think that that was really, really good and very important for people to like know and understand your part. And I think I want to definitely close it off with one last question that I feel like is so important since we are in relationship topics. Okay. So what is your biggest regret being maybe in a relationship or maybe like something that you've done that you're like, damn, I shouldn't have done that, or maybe like I could have did it a little different?
My biggest regret, I feel like I would definitely say, is giving too much of myself.
Whew, I felt that.
Giving too much of myself. I don't want to say too soon, but giving too much of myself, meaning, you know, when I really like someone, like I just said, I
Like
am a
be emptying
trick.
the whole clip.
Exactly. Like I will like damn near like it's gonna
Yeah.
sound crazy, but this is just like a
Nah,
an
go ahead,
example.
say it. You're crazy. Just say
Damn
it.
near buying you a house.
Yeah. Nah, like
And
when
it's
you like
like,
somebody, you really go
yes,
hard.
like
It's
I
crazy.
really like but that's my love language. Like I want to show you how much I appreciate you. And
it's not even so much monetary either. You just want to see them do great things, and if that's going to take them to the next step, whether it be money, a hug, or do little things, then you would do it.
yeah,
So
like
yeah.
but yeah,
I just want to make sure I want people to understand it wasn't just about like money.
yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
No, like I show my appreciation in different ways.
Right.
Like just like
Sometimes it just be
randomly,
some head.
yeah,
Yeah,
suck a little bit of dick.
Now I suck a little bit of dick.
Just a little bit, just tip. I'm playing.
Just a tip.
But
Sucking
no,
just
like
a tip is crazy, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Okay.
but no, like there's certain things that I'll do just to show you that like I want you, like,
Right.
and that's why I feel like, you know, I do love hard and I expect me out of people.
Yeah.
And that's one thing
Whew.
that I've been learning
That's
is
gonna
I
be
cannot,
such a disappointment, sis.
you cannot expect you out
Yeah.
of people.
You're gonna be very disappointed. I tell
Especially
you
the
that because
men that are
I've
down
done
here right
that.
now.
Yeah. Not down here right now, like the Lord just dropped them and
Yeah. Honestly, I was wondering if God can like make like a new patch.
He
Like
will, because I know that was not the same guys he was talking about. So I know he
like
will. It comes in.
I don't know if he's
season.
gonna drop a new patch and they're like the same age as the ones that are down here already because
that would be crazy though.
yeah,
Imagine.
like just drop them down here.
And you know, just talk to him. Be
Humble.
specific about what you want.
Who? To God?
Yeah.
Well, I'm very specific about what I want.
Yeah, your list might be a little long, so God's taking a little bit.
Oh,
I've seen
my
your
list is not long. I just say
I've seen
Father
her list. If
God.
y'all got spaghetti, preferably.
Spaghetti. That's not even my favorite.
Oh, soup jumeau.
So basically, you're just saying that I want a Haitian. That's not true.
You do have a
no. I like what I like. Okay. Listen. Do not subject me to just Haitians. No. Of course, I've dated Haitians. Talk to Haitians, but that's not my only.
I thought you liked Haitian spaghetti.
No, they just. I feel like Haitians are. There's a lot of them.
The griots. I saw you.
No, there's just a lot of them right now.
Oh, so the population is a little bit more.
Yeah, and that's why I continuously keep attracting. I don't know.
Yo, I cannot. Yo, I'm so done with her. But sure, we're gonna stick with that.
That's what I attract, I guess. Like it's just like I don't know. I think it's because I'm thick. You know, Asian niggas like thick girls.
You do. I see you. I thought you had a BBL.
I paid good money for this.
You better stop telling lies.
I know.
Before people be like, you know, that was already a rumor. You better stop it.
I know. I'm about to like Britney really cut a BBL.
I said that before too, and I was like, imagine. I was like, listen, I don't care. I'm all for it. Do whatever makes you feel good. Get a BBL and all that. But I tell you one thing: if I'm gonna do a BBL, this time it gotta go too. Like that's what a BBL is for. Like you gotta take everything.
If I got a BBL,
like, oh, you have your ass done or some shit like that. Somebody said that to you or whatever. I'm like, listen, if I'm gonna get that done, I'm taking my stomach is coming out. Yeah, and that's fine. I'm like, listen, I'm here for it. I've thought about it. But that's a whole nother episode.
Yeah, no,
I
don't know how this guy her.
I have a few guests, but we're gonna keep it cute. We're gonna keep it short. And yeah.
I'm playing.
So
but yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in for yet another episode of the Let's Address It podcast.
Yes.
Stay tuned for next Thursday?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, next Thursday.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. Yeah, that's how we like it. Peace out. Bye. Don't forget to pull out.
Oh, Lord.